we all stand up for each other anyway, so...
But I'm not trying to stand up for anyone I think's wrong. I'm just telling you how I feel about it. But I think it's that level that, you know, having a frank conversation that I think has done us some good. Do you not think?
I don't know.
Melanie, please, can we have a chat?
I'll talk to you, but not her.
How about, obviously we started talking over the phone first, isn't that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, how about you just give Lisa a chance over the phone? Doesn't have to be right now, you can give yourself a bit of time.
No.
Like I said, Melanie, the inspector's my boss, and obviously with Sean not here, it sort of goes straight line without sounding up to the inspector. So he's told me the conversation he's had, as he sees it, and he's told me sort of what the plan is today. Obviously there's been some sort of breakdown in communication somewhere, but we've come to try and help and get him in the out. Lisa's got a different inspector. She didn't have to listen to Scott, but she's here because she's in the right position to offer the help that
Not on my face.
we think we need. You know what I'm saying? We're not just dragging a random person along. It's not someone off response who has absolutely no context. It's someone from the community safety team who know how to help in long-term issues. Are you alright? Just give her a chance. It doesn't have to be in person right now.
No.
Just a chance. Honestly, she's a...
I'm not having two police officers in the house ever.
Right. She doesn't have to come in the house now.
No, I've arranged to see you. Your inspector said it was just for you. You wouldn't film me. You would point your camera away from me. He never mentioned anyone else.
Hey, Melanie, how about that? I've said I'll point the camera towards myself, not towards you.
Yeah, but I'm not having two of you. He said it would be you. He never said anyone else.
Look, he's mentioned the camera, and he's mentioned it pointing away, so that bit marries up. But what he said to me is that the two of us are coming.
No, he never said that to me. He said it would be you.
Now, clearly there's been some breakdown in communication. Can you, like, I'm not saying in person, because clearly that is not what you want, and I'm not trying to push that right now, alright? Can you just, on the phone, for me, give Lisa a bit of a chance?
No.
Honestly, she's good at what she does.
I don't care if she's a bloody queen.
Okay. Would you like Liz in?
Yeah?
Yeah. Would you let Liz and Charles in at the same time?
Probably.
OMG, are you a royal?
No.
You like the Queen?
No.
Oh, I think you do.
No.
You can have a right good chat. Do you like the last night of the proms, Melanie?
No.
Waving your British flag?
No.
Listen, we're going to obviously leave you be shortly, but please, Melanie, just give me that opportunity for me to listen.
No.
For me and you to have a chat.
No.
Build this working relationship up so that we can really, really help you.
You're not help. No. No.
And you never know, we might have a little bit of a laugh along the way, chatting about Charles and Liz. All right, Melanie.
Will you at least let Liz know you've heard her?
Melanie, we're going to go. All right. You've obviously got my number. You can ring me any time on there. If I'm not on duty, just leave me a voicemail or just send me a text and I'll be in contact with you as soon as I can.
I'm not ringing you. I'm ringing Chief Inspector Tim Brown.
You what? Sorry?
I'm ringing Chief Inspector Tim Brown.
Okay. I'm not sure. I don't know who he is, sorry.
He's a Detective Chief Inspector Tim Brown at Blackburn.
Okay.
And I have been in contact, Harry.
You've not been in contact with who?
Chief Inspector Brown.
No, I know that, Melanie. You told me.
I've got emails on my phone if you want proof.
No, I know, Melanie. You told me you didn't have this out right. No.
Yeah, I go back years with him.
I know, and I get you've got a good relationship with him, but what I'm offering you here is another good relationship. Lisa is a good person, has the time, and has a hell of a lot of time to listen. And
No, I just want to see you. That was the arrangement. You've wasted my time.
No, and Melanie, I really don't want to
to you, he always mentioned you, no one else. He said that you would be round and you wouldn't film me directly. He never said anyone else was coming because that has been the rule since day one. It was only ever going to be one person. You're not doing that to me. You're never having two people in the house when it's just me. It is out of order. You're stressing me out.
Did your dad come in at any point then?
No, he's out for the day.
Right. Is there a point at which your dad's going to be in?
I don't know. He doesn't want to speak to you in front of me.
Right.
Melanie, how would you feel if we tried to arrange it with your dad here as well?
I'm not having fun. No, I said no to two. Whether or not my dad's in, he won't let two in. He's very reluctant as well.
So, is there anybody else that you could think of, maybe where that you would perhaps feel supported in speaking to us both together?
No, I've said to you, I'm not having two of you. That has been the rule since day one.
You said in the house, Melanie, and I get that. How about we start it on the phone then?
No, I'm not talking to you both on the phone. I'm not being ganged up on by two of you.
It's not ganging up, Melanie, is it? Look, we're trying to offer you a way of...
No, because it was always, you knew day one it would be you and no one else in the house.
How about just Lisa on the phone?
No!
That's not ganging up, is it? That's just one-on-one.
No, I don't like her.
You don't know her.
She's patronised me about 8 times already.
I've not had a chance to speak to you that much.
Why are you speaking to me like that? I'm not stupid.
I apologise if that's perhaps the way that I've come across. Obviously, like I said, all I'm here for is to try and help this situation. And if me and you could have that conversation, I'm really hopeful that I can make this, together, we can try and make it work and make it better for everybody. But obviously, I need that opportunity for me and you to have that chat first.
Well, it's never going to happen.
Okay.
Right, Melanie, we've come to talk. We're gonna
Yeah, you're ganging up on me. You stressed me out. You've made me anxious. You've upset me. You've wasted my time.
We're not trying to waste. We don't want to waste your time. We don't want to waste our time. We've come for a chat, honestly. We have.
Well, I'm only going to chat to you.
Right, I get that. But today, the inspector said it's going to be two of us.
Well, he's not bullying me anymore. He was nasty on the phone. He called me an unreliable witness. He called me a liar.
We're not bullying you. We're offering you the opportunity.
No, he's bullying me because he knows I'll only have one of you in the house. He's not dictating to me who comes in this house.
How about over the phone then, instead of in the house?
No, you can arrange to come and see me.
Yeah, the way it's been arranged, as far as I can tell, is two of us coming to see.
No, he never said that, and you're not doing that. You knew from day one that would never be allowed.
Pass the conversation about the body cam correctly. Saying I'll point out myself instead of
So right, because Scott, whatever the hell his name is, Boast, he won't have a job when I finish because he was nasty on the phone to me. It's about time I exposed the police. Yeah, he was nasty.
Right. I'm sure the inspector didn't intend to come across as nasty, Melanie, in any way whatsoever.
He wouldn't answer my questions. He kept shouting at me.
He's clearly come on to have a conversation and arrange for me to come do it, because I know you're on a much more, one-to-one level.
He was nasty to me. He called me an unreliable witness and a liar. No, he's not a fucking liar. Arrest me! Yeah, you'd have a job with that one.
Well, I've told you, if I was planning on doing that, I could come and have a conversation with you about it, but I'm being honest, as I always have been, and that is absolutely not what I'm here to do. I'm here for a chat, Melanie, honestly.
Can you get someone senior to phone me? Stop pointing your camera through the letterbox. Why can I see it then?
I'm knelt down. Oh, you're there. Hello.
I'm here. I'm on the phone to 101.
Melanie,
I want to speak to someone above you before I agree to let you in. So, who's in charge?
who's in charge of me?
Today?
Today, you've got Sergeant Dundon, I'm not sure of his collar number, Steve Dundon,
Yeah?
and you've got, I think Scott Boast is in, and I think
Hi,
Steve Wright.
I've got 2 police officers at my house when we'd arranged for only one to attend, and they're stressing me out, and they're saying that the inspector said both attending, and I've got a recording of the inspector saying that to me, so can you please sort this out? Yeah, they're stressing me out. They're saying they both have to come in when I only arranged for one to come in, and that's been the arrangement since day one.
We're just saying we're offering the help with total here.
It's 41.
So, as you can hear, at the end of the conversation, I was on the phone to 101 because Scott Boast had basically indicated during the conversation, and I have listened to the recording, took a few attempts because it's very stressful. He had me so stressed out I didn't know what to do with myself. He wouldn't answer any questions. He called me an unreliable witness, even though I've never lied to the police, and if I did, like I said, they would have evidence of me lying to them and they would arrest me. But seeing as they've got no evidence of me lying, he can't call me an unreliable witness. He made that up on the spot. He didn't know anything about me. So, you know, I've never lied to the police. Now, if I had lied to the police, like I keep saying, why have I not been arrested? Why has Scott Boast not come round and arrested me? Because I'm sure he would probably love to arrest me. And as you can see, they're just working me up more and more and more. They're getting me more and more wound up. You know, they're literally going, oh, what about a phone call at first? Like, I'm making it clear to them, I'm not letting Lisa Morgan in my house. Yet he keeps going, what about we talk first before we come round? Like, they're literally not listening to me. They're literally trying to bulldoze me into letting her into the house. And they're winding me up more and more and more. Now, the most sensible thing would have been to just leave and not stand outside drawing attention and letting the neighbours listen to you. Because that's what was going on, and they know that the neighbours target me when the police come round, yet they just carried on with what they were doing, which I think is wrong. You know, they're just upsetting me more and more and more. Now, I do have the recording of the Scott Boast conversation, and any media, I can give you the entirety of the conversation, and I can't put it all in the video. I could put bits in if I want to. I've put some in. I might do another video where I put more in, but because can't edit and I'm not editing videos, so they're just all one video, I can't play the whole video because I won't know where to stop it to stop something from being said that shouldn't be said, because obviously there's certain things I can't put on the internet, but the papers or television, radio, whatever, you could put on whatever you want, but I can't put everything on that what was in the phone call. But he was what I felt abusive and bullying, and he's obviously told them that he told me that there'd be 2 attending. Not once during the conversation with Scott Boast, and I've listened to it, my dad's listened to it, not once did he say that there'd be 2 attending. He just goes on about Harry. He doesn't mention anyone else. Now, he's gone away and said to them that he told me there'd be 2 attending. No, you didn't, Scott, and I've got the full recording of the conversation from start to finish. And not once during that conversation did you say to me there'd be 2 attending. You said, what time do you want him to attend, like what day, etc. You never said them, him. That's what you said. Now, he has lied. He called to me. As you can hear, I'm getting more and more stressed out because they're not listening to me. Lisa Morgan was patronising me. I made a joke about the Queen, and she's basically making out I'm some kind of fan of the Queen. She was alive at the time, by the way. And I'm not. And she wouldn't let it drop. She was just going on about the proms. I don't watch the bloody proms. And she's there saying I've got a flag and I'm waving it during the proms. I don't watch the proms. Why would I watch the proms? It's not my kind of thing. But I'm telling her no, and she's literally going on it about it. She's not listening to me. She was patronising me the entire time. It was wrong what they did. It was wrong that they put me in that position. And it was wrong what Scott Boast did. I would not have never have let her in the house. And Scott knew that. And Sean Pearson knew that. Scott is making me out to be someone I'm not. Now, the police go single-handedly to other neighbours' houses. Now, I've got proof of them doing it quite recently. So they can't say they're not treating me differently. Scott Boast singled me out and decided to treat me differently. It was always arranged that it would just be one because of how the neighbours had affected me, and I felt uneasy about being around anyone in general, let alone the police, who I have issues with. I have severe anxiety surrounding the police. My doctor's actually written to them previous to that, which they know about. And, you know, they make me severely anxious due to their behaviour towards me. They make me severely depressed. They've belittled me. They've made me feel intimidated. I feel embarrassed about the way they treated me. I feel like people are looking at me because of how they treated me. Like, They made me look a right absolute idiot that day, standing out there like that. I had to ring 101, and they actually leave just after I stopped that recording. The reason I stopped the recording is I give out details of my name and address, and that's why I stopped that. But basically it ended not long after that. He was like, he heard me, he was listening to me talking to them, and then he said, oh, we're going now, we're leaving. And they did radio through to them whilst I was on the phone. So, you know, they caused me all that severe distress. They stood out there for 25-30 minutes and they carried it on. Now, after a few minutes, they should have left, and Harry should have gone away and phoned me and spoke to me away from the house, but he was very unprofessional about it. He even stood outside, and I don't know if that picked it up. He said that I was chatting shit, because the following time that I saw Harry, he came round, and again, he came with someone else, again, against my wishes, because, you know, they're putting me under severe pressure, and he said, like I said to him, when you were here last, I heard you saying I was chatting shit, and he went, no, I didn't say that. I said, Harry, I've got CCTV, and I tried to play it to him, and the person that was here with him kept trying to stop me because Harry was recording and she was recording. They weren't recording me, the cameras were never on me, because that was the arrangement. And she kept trying to stop me, and he let me play it to him because he did say I was chatting shit, and he listened to it 2 or 3 times, and then he apologised, and I'm not happy about what he said. At the time, I was like, oh, it's okay. But of course I'm going to say it's okay, because he's here, like he's 6'6" or whatever, and she was here constantly trying to stop me from playing it. And I felt intimidated, but it's not okay to stand outside someone's house, get them worked up, and say to the other person that I'm chatting shit. I wasn't chatting shit. Scott Boast is the one that's told lies. He's the liar. He never said that anyone would be attending, because the arrangement would always been since day one, due to how I felt, that it would always be Harry. Now, seeing as he's filming me, you know, there should be no issue with one attending. I'm not violent, I've not known for violence, I've not got a criminal record. So, you know, they go single-handedly to neighbours, so they're making up things about me now by sending 2 here and causing that issue. Lisa Morgan did patronise me. She was talking to me like I was stupid. I don't know if you could hear it, but I felt like she was talking to me like I was stupid. And she was stressing me out, going, can we not talk in the garden? No, I'm not going to be within 2 foot of you. Why would I have you in the garden if I'm not going to have you in the house? It's the same thing in the house, in the garden, because if I'm in the garden with them, they could easily get in the house. They could force their way past me and go in the house. So I'm not stupid. I know what they do. I know what they're like. But for them to put me through that was wrong. And that's because Scott Boast had lied. He said, and then they kept going, oh, there's some miscommunication, someone's misunderstood. When someone's on the phone to me saying, he will be round, what time do you want him to come? He never said them, him. And he was talking about Harry. Now, there is more to that conversation, and I will have difficulty playing it in a video because I'm not editing it, and I won't be accused of editing things out anyway. And that's why I'm not editing. But there is, you can hear in the conversation, he's continuously refusing to answer questions, he's shouting over me, he's getting me worked up, so I'm getting more and more stressed out. And I do tell him that I'm recording, but he's obviously knows unprofessional standards, and the IOPC will back him regardless of what he said to me on the phone. But his behaviour was out of order. They know I have severe anxiety. They also know I have severe anxiety surrounding the police, yet they put me in that position. He lied. They tried to insinuate that I'm lying or that I misunderstood, because they changed it from me lying to me misunderstanding because they were being careful about what they're saying. She's patronising me. They're constantly trying to force me to try and talk to her. She was condescending, you know, about the Queen and stuff. I jokingly said I'd rather have the Queen in the house or whatever, like, why not send the Queen round? And then she's going on about the Queen, and like, she won't believe me when I'm like, I'm not a fan. Like, I'm not a fan. I know who the Queen is. I knew who she was. I'm not like, I've not got like a little fan club going, oh, I'm a fan of the Queen. And she was trying to make out that I was this big fan of them. No, I'm not a royalist. I'm not, like, you know, do you know what I mean? I'm not a big supporter of, and I don't disagree with them. They've always been there. They're just there. Do you know what I mean? But she was, like, making me out to be this big royalist who, like, loves them and watches the proms. I don't bloody watch the proms, and I certainly don't have a flag. And if I had a flag, it wouldn't be one, like, the Queen or whatever. It'd be one saying the police have made me so distressed I don't want to live anymore, because that's how they made me feel. That's how Scott Boast made me feel. He made me so stressed out. I was bloody depressed for days after the phone call, and having to listen to that phone call has caused me stress as well. But I talk about so much stuff in that phone call that it'd be difficult for me to put the majority of it in here. But anyone from the media, my email address is down below. If you want that and anything else, let me know, because I'm willing to give you the whole story, the names of everyone, all my neighbours, details of who's done it, who's made me scared to leave the house, who stops me from leaving the house, who's targeting me, who's constantly committing crimes towards me, and who the police are protecting and allowing to do these things to. They've ruined my life, the police have been complicit in it, and there will be a part 3 to this video as well. So that's where we're up to. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you want more videos. Don't forget to press the notification button, because sometimes you don't always get a notification. And part 2 stressed me out. I don't even know what part 3 is going to be anymore, because I'm stressed out. But I hope everyone's having a better day than me, because this is too stressful.